Hi all. The topic I got for the human resource management was rewards and incentives. The concept of rewards and incentives. At first, let's go on through what is reward and what is incentive. Say, reward is something which is given to an employee for his work taken and for the work he taken and for the time he given to that organization or for that work he done. An incentive is basically something like a motivating factor given to an employee or to anyone. Just motivate them to do a work. And what is incentive? Let's go on to that first. Incentive is first the appraisal for an employee to increase his performance. Basically for the performance in all the areas all over the world, we need something to motivate us. Maybe some motivation from inside us, or from the motivation that we get from outside us, or from the people, from the other organization, from the other departments, from anywhere. We need motivation. So that is the first thing. And the second thing is that incentive is basically given on the performance. If we perform well, we get the incentive based on that performance only, not on the time, not on anything, just upon the performance that we undertaken. And incentive can be divided basically on three. First is financial incentives, that is in the material form, and the coercive incentives, which means the way of acting that we are doing, which means if a person, if we want to give a person some incentive in a coercive way, we need to act like, oh yeah, you're doing well, you're doing all good, like that. And some moral incentives, which means like at my joy, giving them a lot more inspiration, like that. We can give the incentive. And why we are giving incentive? First, to increase the productivity, to drive our work, for the commitment, for the psychological satisfaction, for the shape of behavior of the outlook of that person and the performance, and the enthusiasm towards the work. And what is reward? Reward is basically anything, a money or a money material given for the work a person who done, basically salary, like that. It is known as reward. And reward is basically two types: extrinsic and intrinsic. Extrinsic is the concentrated reward that an employee receives from his authority, which is basically salary, like that. And intrinsic reward, the personal satisfaction, oh, I done this work, that personal motivation that a person gets from inside him. And the types of extrinsic motivation, that is basically bonus, salary rise, gift, promotion, like that. And the type of intrinsic motivation is the feedback and the recognition from other employees, from the other departments, from the organization, from the head, and the trust that they gain from the outside, maybe from the outside people or from the persons inside that working place. And basically there is nothing lot more history about the rewards. It is basically formed on the Greek Olympics. That the Olympics, in the Olympic Games in the ancient Greece, there the reward gets started. The winners of the Olympics will get various prizes, including laurel or leaf crown, horses, or bronze tripods. That's the first reward type, or the reward they basically gain for their work or their performance. So these are the basic things of the basic things behind the concept of rewards and incentives. Thank you. Have a nice day.